See you there. I'm working on my bottles. Got a real great show for you tonight. This is Tales with the Void with Michael Adamson. I don't know that I said that right. I can't. My guest tonight is Sean Hollenbeck. Say hello, Sean Hollenbeck.
Schumacher! Schumacher!
I can talk. Go away. We got a great show. Okay. So hello. This is the show.
Hi there.
Each and every day things are getting better. Yeah. So I thought we'd start doing some segments on the show. So glad I'm getting the shot. So I decided, since Sean is our chief resident cynical asshole,
I'm not a cynical asshole.
we could have him review movies he's never seen. Okay? Now, this first one, Frogs, okay?
Alright,
It's a very terrible film. I can vouch for. I mean, if you know me, I like horrible movies, and this was just...
What's it about?
Why don't you go ahead and read the back there for us?
A shocking reminiscent of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, this amphibious horror flick teeming with thousands of nasty-tempered creatures that are hopping mad and murderous, jumping with action, suspense, revenge, and southern gothic charm. Gothic charm? In the South, really? Fucking kidding me? Gothic?
Them frogs is after us, Paul!
I need to cut myself. I don't feel good with all these slimy creatures climbing on me. What the fuck Gothic charm is?
That's not what they mean by gothic.
I don't give a shit. Jason Crockett Malond. What kind of a name is Malond?
Malond.
Is an aging, physically disabled millionaire
Nice.
in the South who invites his family to
Where do aging, disabled millionaires live in the South?
Florida. The old man is more than crotchety. He's crazy. Hating nature, Crockett poisons anything that crawls on his property. But on the night of his shindig, they put shindig in the... It's nature's payback time as thousands of frogs whip up
I bought this movie.
every bug and slimy thing into toxic frenzy until he... Oh, I'm sorry, are they big frogs?
No.
No.
No, they're just frogs and just little snakes.
Little
And,
frogs?
and it's not just frogs, it's like snakes and frogs and alligators and dogs and stuff.
So they're not even big mutant frogs.
No, see. They're just frogs.
I don't even know where to begin. Who's the main character? I mean, I got Malond here, mister.
Yeah, Ray Milland is the main actor. And Sam Elliott co-stars in this MGM classic, Frogs.
I can do this. I just... There's so much.
But you haven't seen it.
Why? Why are frogs attacking? One, why are they upset? Two...
It says it's like the birds. They didn't know the birds.
Two, what danger can a frog do?
Well, it can like get slime on you. Some of them are poisonous.
Yeah, are they like the poisonous tree frogs of Africa? I don't
No,
think
they're the ones from like Florida.
Okay, you want to know something? There aren't really that many poisonous frogs in Florida. I can vouch for that.
All right.
Now,
so we're giving this one a steaming pile of thumbs up.
I'm not done. I'm gonna kick the...
Our next film for him to review is Mystery Men. It stars Ben Stiller and William H. Macy and a couple other great actors that I really like. And they play a collection of superheroes, each with unique and somewhat stupid powers, and they go on adventures.
The Shoveler, a father who shovels better than anyone. The Bowler, who fights crime with the help of her father's skull. And the Spleen, whose power is pure flatulence. Flatulent like this movie. There's a guy throwing forks. What the fuck? I just... Okay, I'm seeing a toad dude. Some chick with a bowling ball with a skull.
No, that dude, he's the one that he's the Spleen.
Ew.
Yeah.
Spatula Man, Fork Guy. I can't. No. No. What's the point? It's just a bunch of dudes dicking around and what are they doing? What's the plot?
They're like solving crimes.
What crimes? What crime? My cat's in tree.
No, they solve like superhero crimes.
Like what?
Like there's a bad guy,
And
and they have to stop him because he's doing crimes.
what is he doing? Did you even watch this movie?
Yeah, I've watched it a bunch.
What is he doing?
I don't remember quite so. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while. So it's not on the top shelf of movies. It's on the second shelf. I watch the top shelf a lot more than I watch the second shelf.
Then I have no grasp on what this movie could be. I don't know. I mean, from the cover, it looks like someone went to a Comic Con and yeah,
Oh come on, it's like a fun jumbling of characters.
really
Yeah, so you know, it's
Ben Stiller,
yeah, and you see he's wearing like the aviator goggles.
that big-eared dork.
Yeah, okay, so what would you say, Sean?
I won't. I refuse. I refuse to comment.
Okie dokie. And so that's what that was about. And yeah. And then we also thought we'd do a fun news segment. So here's a fun one. French schools are rationing ketchup to keep children French.
What?
French students or French schools are making kids eat less ketchup because, you know, you want to keep them French. It
What?
says here.
They want to be eating French's mustard? Sorry, bad pun.
Says French officials are implementing a saucy new restriction in school cafeterias. In an effort to combat obesity and promote healthy and culturally French eating, the Times reports that ketchup is to. So I got cut off halfway in the video because.
Pam's a big fan.
No! Because there was not enough memory on the memory card, so we had to clean it. Now that it's cleaned, I'll continue to talk about the French. Okay, I think I. Okay. I'll just reread the whole thing. French officials are implementing a saucy new restriction in school cafeterias. In an effort to combat obesity and promote healthy and cultural French eating, the Times reports that ketchup is to be rationed primary and secondary school canteens to ensure that French children remain French. Apparently, French officials are concerned that their children are starting to neglect French foods in favor of US-style snacks. So, French children don't want to eat horrible food.
That sums it about up, right, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. They're like pounding the ketchup on like I don't know a bucket of puke and frog legs
Croissants.
and croissants, and the French are like not having it. So
Please, sir, may I have some more?
no, you'll eat horrible food and you'll like it.
But I just want a little, just a drop.
No, you'll eat horrible food and you'll laugh like us. Ha 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 ha.
So, you're gonna get a lot of haters.
Who cares? The French are assholes.
Hey,
I know you're French.
I'm only a quarter.
Yeah, whatever. And oh, here's a fun one. You know, here's one of your puff pieces, like a cat stuck in a tree. 4 boys suffer assaults and degrading sexual treatment in revenge attack from motorists. And in other news, iPods are slow. Thanks, Steve Jobs. Rest in peace.
Hey, come on, he invented Pixar.
I know. Ah,
Do you always speak badly of the dead?
well, Steve Jobs making me pay $1 for every song.
Yeah, it's because we pirate. So money being spent on video games. We pay for all
Yar!
of our songs.
A motorist and his two mates abducted 4 boys, aged 12 to 15, and then assaulted, threatened to circumcise. Sean, the camera keeps running out of batteries. Do you have any batteries?
Right here in my hand.
Yeah. So basically, what was happening to the motorists was they had captured these like 12-year-old boys and stuff, and they had threatened them with like verbal abuses for throwing a rock at their car, and they told them to molest one another. The whole thing is just awful, and yeah. God damn it! Alright, so that just happened. I also was going to do a new segment on, well, it's something that you, the viewers, can, shut up, can also submit to, where you send us something and we will say it's something awful. I don't know if you can see this, so I'll hold it closer. It's called Biohell, a Combat K novel. It's written by a man named Andy Remick, or Remick, however you choose to pronounce that, and they call him the new master of rock-hard military science fiction. Guess what this guy's job is? No, it's not building awesome machine guns. No, it's not piloting a monster truck. He's a middle school English teacher. Rock hard, military, action, science fiction.
That actually seems like a pretty school middle school. I want to go to that middle school. Look at, they're shooting like what looks like zombies in here, or wolf demons or something. Wouldn't you want to go to middle school like that?
Let me read you the description. The city, an entire planet teeming with corruption, guns, sex, and designer drugs. That's right. The planet's called the city. Humans are upgraded by the injection of microscopic nanobots, courtesy of the new technology from the Nanotech Corporation. But when this highly desirable technology heads onto the black market, millions of people inject themselves with pirated biomods and transform into zombies.
We pay for all our injections.
Now, they roam the streets, out for blood, packing shotguns and bombs. Okay, my first problem right here is, and I'm going to guess that Mr. Andy Remick wrote this. Okay, notice here, he says, like, new technology from the Nanotech Corporation, microscopic nanobots, pirated biomods, you know, he's got all these great words and everything, right? But what are they packing? No, they're not packing, like, phasers and light guns. They're packing shotguns and bombs. All I imagine is, like, a double-barrel shotgun and one of the big black bombs with, like, the fuse hanging out of it.
Bomberman?
Yeah, and going, like, brains! I mean, what? The Combat K Squad, I'm guessing that's a squad within this novel that makes it a Combat K novel. The Combat K Squad are dropped down into this war zone to uncover what's turned the planet into a wasteland of murder and mutations. Soon they find their focus at the Nanotech Corporation itself. This hard-hitting science fiction from the author is War Machine. He also wrote a book ripping off the title of an Iron Man character.
Hey, with Jeff Bridges as the actor. Yeah, Jeff Bridges. He was the actor of War Machine. Oh, ha! I'm thinking of the big one, aren't I? That's not Brody. That's Ironmonger. My bad. Jeff Bridges was Ironmonger.
Okay. Okay, and then they usually with books they'll have like a review, right, from like a notable magazine, right?
Right.
Well, this says that non-stop blood and guts action thriller, sci-fi.com on War Machine, his previous book. Hard-hitting, galaxy-spanning, no-holds-barred, old-fashioned adventure. The Guardian on War Machine, his last book.
To be fair, some books do that. When they have a sequel, they always talk about the one before it or other books that they've made. Because that's the first day that book came out, and they had to have those reviews on the back of it. That's on books. I promise.
I'm just saying, it seems like a load of crap.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. And back here's got a big ad for War Machine, in which there's a female character who isn't on this first page. So, spoiler alert, War Machine, the female character, dies. Yeah.
The one thing holding that book together.
Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Chapter 1, True Romance.
There's no females. How is that gonna work?
Chapter 4, A Night at the Opera. And that's night with a K.
Uh,
Oh.
uh,
My favorite chapter, though, is Chapter 2, which I believe is called, let me find it, oh, there it is, Dirty Dancing.
so, who's the power top in this novel?
I don't know, but,
Certainly isn't Andy Remick.
yeah. I have only read a little bit into this, but that's all I could really get to. I mean, I started reading the prologue called High Octane, and it's about this guy, and he's sitting atop some kind of volcanic cliff, and he's like staring at this huge valley, and it has like all of these like tips and turns and jumps and all kinds of things, right? And it would have been an adrenaline junkie's playground if it hadn't been so dangerous.
Isn't that what they're there for? Isn't
Yeah,
the danger the? That's why you jump out of fucking planes.
because the danger's the thrill, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's too dangerous for them.
Well, I can't have too much octane in my diet.
I mean, I could understand if he's trying to explain that it's like so dangerous that nothing could get through it. But why didn't you explain it a different way than saying if it weren't so darn dangerous? Oh, oh.
If it wasn't so darn tasty, these people could eat these marshmallows.
Exactly, exactly. So, that was a great novel that I haven't read yet.
But it's something he.
I guess in a way, I'm like you about that book. I guess in a way I'm a bit of a cynical asshole about it. But then again, I never read the first Combat K novel, War Machine.
You know, it is good though.
Doing this.
Uh, Noah, I was thinking more or less of Beautiful Joe.
Oh yeah, we got Beautiful Joe today. Yeah, we got it for $3 at the GameStop.
Yeah.
It's a great game. If you haven't played it, you should pick it up. It's about this guy named Joe, and he's beautiful. What it is he gets sucked into like a movie land where he's the superhero of basically like your average Japanese superhero and spandex movie where he's like fighting giant robots and stuff, right? And other giant monsters that can turn giant, and you have the power to like slow down time or do like slow mo because it's a movie. And Joe uses that plus awesome karate to his advantage to beat things.
Now, do you start off the game as beautiful?
Well, yeah. I mean, you start off the game as Joe, but you play a little bit through, and then you get sued.
So, who's the bad guy?
bad guy, I can't really remember. It's been such a long time, and I don't believe I saw him in the first opening scenes.
So why does he become Beautiful Joe?
Because the old guy, the guy in the blue suit, he like him before him, he's like really old now, and he lost a fight, so he says that he can't fight anymore, and they need Joe. So Beautiful Joe.
Got it.
And it's made by Capcom, so you know it's super hard.
And super fun.
Yeah, I guess.
Did they make any other ones?
Yeah, they made Beautiful Joe too.
Want to try?
We will, in time.
You know, another game that's so underrated that people don't talk about and is really cheap nowadays is The Darkness. That game is gold.
Fight super awesome zombie Nazis in hell.
Not only that, but you're sitting there in a New York alleyway with dark tentacle monster beasts who's shooting like all sorts of weird, awesome mystic powers, or you're gunning down police and gangsters who are both on the same side, and helicopters and shit like that.
And you eat people's hearts.
I know, that's how you gain power.
It's great.
I mean, there's like the darkness guns and the arm, the dark hole. Now, Michael.
Uh, this week's bargain is the Book of the Dead. That's right, the infamous Necronomicon, complete with demon spells and things and cool symbols and what have you.
Summoning incantations.
Yes, at Barnes and Noble for a measly $7.99. Think about this one for a gift for your loved ones this solstice.
Halloween is coming up.
I was talking about Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I figured that'd be more of a Halloween treat. So, what are you going as for Halloween, Mike?
I'm gonna get a sweet skull mask, which is like a ski mask that it has latex over it that's a skull, and then the jaw is not part of the top of the skull, so when I move my mouth, the bottom moves with my mouth, so it makes it look like the skull's talking. And then I'm gonna get like a nice business suit with a tie.
You should carry around a scythe. I don't know. Some kind of weapon.
I think like a black briefcase would look nice.
What are you trying to personify?
Death the salesman.
Your time card is up. Your rent's past due. You're evicted.
Like issuing people subpoenas of death.
What if they don't show up? Do they get court-martialed?
Yeah.
Is that when...
No, Jack Nicholson comes after them on a flaming motorcycle, and his awful acting kills them.
Yeah, but him as Skull as the ghost... Nah, fuck, it's fucked. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but that's like a CG thing, and it doesn't even have his voice.
He was so cool in that.
No.
No. Ghost Rider was cool. You gotta admit, that was badass.
Did I say Jack Nicholson before? Because I meant Nicolas Cage. I get him confused.
Hey, Jack Nicholson's Skull Rider. This Ghost Rider would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not Skull.
But he'd be like, what do you mean?
What do you mean I'm the Ghost Rider?
So he'd be like, what do you mean, Mr. Death coming in here? But yeah, he would make it funny. Is what he would do.
It'd be great.
Mm. Although I think like with him playing Death, I think he's good enough in The Shining that you just don't need him in anything else.
Really? Nothing else?
You know, I mean like you don't need him to be like super crazy. He's so great at it. Also, another movie where he's truly crazy and great is The Witches of Eastwick. You seen that one?
Nope.
Okay, there's like there's three women.
They're the three
I want to
witches of
say
Eastwick.
yeah. I want to say one of them Cher.
Cher?
And normally I would oppose these kinds of movies. I would say how awful it is. But the matter of fact is that it has Jack Nicholson coming in there as this like wonderful guy that they dreamt up one night, and it's like so crazy and awesome that you have to see it if you haven't seen
You
it.
know what it made me think of when you said Cher? I was thinking the three witches would be like Cher, Rihanna, and Oprah. Like, just
I don't know who one of those people is.
Rihanna? She's a singer.
I don't know.
She's a black.
All I know is Oprah. Hail Oprah!
Heil.
Hail.
Heil.
I'm not saying Heil, I'm saying hail. Like Hail Cobra.
Yeah, I'm saying Heil like Heil Hitler.
I'm not saying Oprah's Hitler.
I'm not saying she's either, but you say Heil. It's pronounced Heil.
No. Have you never seen G.I. Joe? Okay? They go Hail Cobra.
I know they say Hail Cobra. They're saying it wrong.
They're not saying H-E-I-L. They're doing it with the A. Okay?
They're
saying
it's
hail.
I'm just saying it's a derivative
of a German
German's
word.
Heil.
Yeah. But it's American. It's not German. It's American.
You gotta respect your German
It's
roots.
American.
That-
I don't have German roots. You do.
Yeah, and I enjoy my German roots.
I'm sure you do. I have Scottish roots. They make me so delicious. You should see my calves. They're huge.
Like the rest of his body.
Good dish.
Oh.
Bigger than your muscles.
At least I only have a 12% body fat.
Yeah, because you're tiny. I'm a rather large American. That's right. That's right. I'm the large one. You're the small one.
Keep it PG-13, Michael. PG-13!
So next week, I plan to have my very special friend Jordan Berry join us.
Very special friend. Homosexual or where's the helmet?
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have him come down and we're going to get his katana and we're going to cut things with fruit. If you have any suggestion as to what we should cut or do or whatever, you can leave a comment in the comment box and I will cut it in midair with a katana.
I'm going to post it to Twitter.
Yes, also on Twitter.
Or my Facebook.
No. Nobody needs any of your Facebook socialist propaganda.
You know, millions of people are on that site.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I could have said my yearbook or MySpace.
I don't know what one of those things is.
The internet? Ow!
So, that just happened. So glad this is still recording. Phew. We're out of things to talk about.
I think the next week thing should be over.
Oh. Also, I plan, for as long as I can do it or as long as I'm not too lazy, I plan to have like a weekly end theme, right? Like last time I did Doctor Who. Next time, or this time, I'm going to do something different. If you can guess where the theme is from, you'll win a prize.
What kind of prize, Michael?
A special kind of prize.
One every week that changes?
Yes. One week it could be a plastic pear. The next week a shoe.
You know, Michael, I think a good idea is every time you talk about one of our fabulous deals, you can give him the one you have yourself.
I'm not giving away my Necronomicon.
I'm just saying. You know, you buy an extra copy, you give it to a fan on the show, and, you know, boost some
I don't have
ratings.
the money for that.
It's $8.
I'd rather find something I have around that's neat, that is plentiful, that I can give them.
You unemployed hobo. Oh.
Victory to the unemployed!
Heil.
Hey, I did the fist. I didn't do the Heil, I did the fist.
I didn't do the Heil. I was gonna call it Crisis Hitler.
Oh man. I'm telling you, I know you think it's a dumb idea. I know you think it has nothing to do with anything. But if I was doing a movie, or if I was like some kind of big shot producer, I think it would be hilarious to be surrounded in the most beloved flamboyant homosexuals?
Why?
Well, first of all, okay, I think they're very charming, and second of all, okay, we could do lavish musical numbers out of the blue, and everybody would think it was a gas.
I don't know. It's either that or they're all just call them gay. I mean, they are quite flamboyantly gay.
I realize that, but
Would you do Sounds of Music? I like that.
I feel like homosexual is a less derogatory term.
Have
It's a
you?
more scientific term.
And you're the guy that watches South Park.
Yeah. So,
And
what does that got to do with it?
I don't really think they say homosexual a lot. I think they use a very much ruder term.
No, they gave that to motorcycle drivers.
Oh, right. That's right. You don't have to say faggot anymore. Yep, it's uncensored on the air. It's a Harley rider.
I like Harley Davidsons.
I know, but I hate the Harley riders.
Well, yeah, especially if they have like the window on the motorcycle.
We have that in Utah.
It's everywhere. It's like families of like we're the news bombs. We're going for a ride on our motorcycles.
I
and
saw.
they have like big windshields and I mean hell, hitch the little kid wagon in the back, why don't you?
I saw one of the toughest looking dudes on a motorcycle. I was like, that guy's a badass. Then I saw the screen and went, aww.
He's not.
I drove by and just frowned and grimaced and turned away.
Well, just like why? You're not helping yourself. You're not doing anything like productive with the
You
windshield.
get in an accident, you're fucked no matter what that thing says.
I mean, it's not like somebody's gonna like shoot a laser and the windshield's gonna deflect it. Nobody has lasers.
No, I don't think so. Not one that can be effectively put on a car.
Oh, it's really hot in here. It's really, really hot in here.
I'll get the other half.
Get out of here. Stop it!
Well, Michael, do you have anything to say for the folks before we go? You can cut parts of that. It doesn't have to be in chronological order. Oh, God. I'm moving closer to the